Hi, I'm Dixon Wright. I've been working with the Department of Energy on developing data analytics for next generation infrastructure. In this effort, we've been creating models for digitization of data. And one of the things we've been working on is the orange button, which has digitized a lot of the data for construction of infrastructure. And now the solar app, which has taken that data and now allows us to have standardized permitting across the nation. That permitting is just for energy. But what we're looking to do now is expand permitting to include all types of construction, including agriculture, and to bring agriculture into urban environments. So here we have a situation with the Petaluma Creamery, built in 1913, and we're going to generate the most modern ability to create energy from coastal dairy farms into this urban environment using permitting and public agency toward community resiliency. Now I'd like to introduce you to my friend, Larry Peter. Larry, thank you for joining me today as we try to experiment and explore where energy can go and how to save resiliency for our community. Tell me a little bit about the Petaluma Creamery. I know it started in 1913. That's an incredible history.
Yes. Well, I went out and bought my first cow 37 years ago. I went in the dairy business. My dad's dream, he could never afford it. And I want to try to save the next generation for the farmers. So I come down and bought the creamery 20 years ago, and I bought it to try to have the best food we can for the next generation. We want to really try to concentrate on just keeping the milk in our backyard.
Tell me about the impact when we had to shutter during COVID. What was the impact of the coastal farm dairies? What was the impact of the local community?
Most of the farmers had to take their milk and go pay $2,000 a load to go clear up to Reno, Nevada, Allen. They had to go to McKinleyville, they had to go to Humboldt County. There's no creameries left. This is the only creamery left north of the gate.
So saving the local farm deal also is impacted by cost. Tell me, how's your utility bill here?
My utility bill ran anywhere from $80,000 to $100,000 a month.
So $1 million just for power.
Yes.
And you're obviously with PG&E
Yes.
of fossil fuels.
Yes.
So tell me about the ranches. Do you think it'd be a good fit for a solar farm?
Very much so. We won't be in the dairy business or the farming business if we don't change our values on how we create energy.
And so when we're able to combine agriculture and solar farms, you're not taking agricultural land away. You're actually adding to the agriculture. And do you think cows do okay underneath the shade?
Very much so. The cows will be great walking, and plus we have enough land out there that we can take a quarter of the piece of land because we pay so much for our power and our energy that we can't stay in business.
Right, so if we can find a way to have the sun provide the power, and it will create more financial viability for the creamery.
Correct, and I will not have to sell the cows and go out of the dairy business.
There you go. And so when we set up the farm, one of the challenges that we have with permitting is the transmission of energy. Normally, energy was always just done by the utilities. They handled it, they put it on wires. We're actually looking for next generation to actually put it underground. So we're going to try to connect your farm with this creamery with an underground infrastructure tunnel that can be replicated by communities all around the country. So when we talk about community resiliency, it's really not, a tree hugger slogan. It actually will provide you the power to create the creamery at a financially viable position, get the creamery running again, and you will be able to demonstrate to everybody how, in collaboration with the Department of Energy, with the County of Sonoma, and all the stakeholders that will be involved on how to produce energy for local agriculture to become profitable and survive in their local communities, providing resiliency all around the country.
Very much so. We're going to help with the next generation back into business.
That's right. With energy, clean energy.